Welcome to Busy Gardening with Mrs. Busybody. Hey everybody, I'm Lovey. I started this journey as a new gardener here in Zone 8B, South Carolina, but I've graduated with experience. I've moved past the startup phase of building this garden, and I'm now mastering the rhythms of growing my own herbs, flowers, fruits, and vegetables while refining my homesteading skills. Join me as I share hard-earned tips I've picked up while growing, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell to see how we're turning this farm into a feast. Hey everybody, welcome to Busy Gardening with Mrs. Busybody. Today what we're going to be doing is taking our volunteer sunflowers and uppotting them so that their roots can get established before transplanting them outside the yard where I already have some stakes waiting for them. So come along with me as I pull out these sunflowers, my volunteers that are surviving. I'm going to uppot them first, let their roots get a little more established, and then we will be putting them in their final place. So come along with me. Okay, so what I have here are some pots with some soil in them, and I'm going to treat them with some blood meal because blood meal is high in nitrogen. And sunflowers, they are a plant that really loves a lot of nitrogen. It just like corn, it grows like a grass. It's a flower, but it does like a lot of nitrogen. So we're going to give them some nitrogen down in here, mix it up before pulling out our volunteers over here. Their roots are going to be fragile, and then we'll pot them up and get them watered in. And give their roots a little time to establish before putting them out in the field where I really want them to end their life. Okay, so these are growing out of my compost pile here. Here's a stalk from my last year's sunflowers. And what I'm gonna do now is just try to find exactly where the root is and get it pulled up. I feel you. You see? Here's the root. And we just gonna tuck it on down in one of my cups here. Pack her in straight. And we'll keep you posted on the progress of them and their root development. So, doing it again, digging down to where I can get to the soil. You see, it's down in the soil, but I'm going to dig underneath it. Put my finger down in there and pull her out. Pull her out and get a nice amount of that root. Put her down on in the cup. And pack her in. Okay, and now it's Big Mama here. Big Mama got some nice roots already established. Now, I don't want to really harm her too much, but look at her. She has a nice root established. And I'm not sure what kind of sunflower they are. The three types of sunflowers I grew last year were the Ruby Eclipse, the Red Sun, and the Velvet Queen. So hopefully, I'm hopeful that these are not the Ruby Eclipses, but if they are, I'm okay with that. I really want these to be Red Suns or Velvet Queens. All right, sunflowers, we got a few more over here. Here's a good one. I don't know where your root is at. There we go. There it is. Okay. Get that root down in there and pack her in. That's all she needs. And I see about maybe 3 more. And I have 2 cups. Just pop her right on out. Get this one while I'm here. Just that easy. All right. Let's try to get that hole a little deeper because she got a little crooked neck. So she got a little crooked neck, and you're gonna have to share a pot. So put you over here to this side, get you in there good. Then make a hole for the next one that's about to come. Last one. There we go. Oh, no, not quite. A little down in there. There you go. Okay. It was just that easy. Grabbing underneath the root and pulling it out. And now I'm sticking it down in the cups so that they can be established. And then I'll be back when I am going to plant them outside the garden when I feel like they have established some roots. So next I'm gonna just water them in, but I want these 2 here to really get snug in there. And so here we have our volunteer sunflowers, and I'll be able to tell what breed or variety they are as they grow their heads. And I'll be able to tell what type of sunflower they are, whether they are a ruby eclipse, a red sun, or a velvet queen. And now I'm just gonna get them watered in. Well, the final thing is to water them in, which I have done, and now support some of their necks a little stronger. I'm gonna get a couple of stakes, little wooden sticks, and put in there with them. Kind of, that one won't need one, it'll survive. But these ones here, I'm gonna put a little stick in there with them so that they'll stand up straight. And we'll be back in about a week or 2, maybe 2 weeks, just to see their progress right before we put them down in their home outside the garden. Until then, take care. It's time to get this soil filled up where my corn is going. Here we are not planting as close as we did to the fence.
Yeah, it's not doing that.
taking my volunteer sunflowers from over here. What I'm doing now is kind of shifting this pile of compost so I can get to what we call that black gold. That's this stuff right here. This is composted soil, and it looks so good. Looks good. I'm getting to the black gold, y'all, so I'm moving my compost pile so that I can get to the good soil. Successfully made it to my compost soil that I'm going to be using for my crops. That good black gold. That's what we want in our garden. All right, so now that this plot has been tilled, we are just going to let it sit so that the sun can kill off the grass that has been unearthed. And then we will be coming in with some horse manure compost and turning it one more time before getting our corn crop planted down. So I'm kind of feeling good. We did a lot today. We planted our sunflowers. We reorganized the compost pile, and we got the earth tilled today for our corn crop. And until the next time, I will plant you now and dig you later. Bye.